The autopsy determined McGrath suffered a self-inflicted gunshot wound to his head and another shot striking his left cheek fired by an FBI agent. The autopsy also found antidepressant medication in his blood. And for the first time, we're learning what actually happened when McGrath confronted the FBI. The Knoxville District Attorney General provided details in this report.
It was a shocking end to his life. I never would have believed that Roy would have died at his own hand or in a shootout with law enforcement.
Attorney Joe Murtha represented Roy McGrath on federal charges including wire fraud, theft, and falsifying records. Back in March, McGrath failed to show up for trial and went on the run. 3 weeks later, federal agents tracked his car to a parking lot in Knoxville, Tennessee, which ended with a confrontation with the FBI. The autopsy determined McGrath suffered 2 gunshot wounds. One was self-inflicted, and the other was not. An assisted medical examiner writes, due to a prolonged survival interval after sustaining the wounds and ultimately dying in the hospital, it cannot be determined which gunshot wound killed him, and therefore the cause of death is gunshot wounds to the head, and the manner of death could not be determined. The autopsy also found antidepressant medication in his blood, something that doesn't surprise McGrath's attorney. Murtha says McGrath was a dedicated public servant who wanted his side of the story told outside of the courtroom.
He had been struggling. The sense of betrayal that he had experienced, I believe, brought him to a dark place that caused him to think that there was no way to get beyond it.
The Knoxville, Tennessee District Attorney General's office investigated the shooting. They say despite the use of lights and sirens, McGrath refused to stop until he was boxed in between an auto parts store and a fast food restaurant. The District Attorney General says as agents approached the vehicle, they repeatedly announced, FBI, put your hands out of the open driver's side window. McGrath replied, no, I have a gun and it's loaded. Agents saw McGrath with a handgun raised to his right temple. The trajectory put agents in the line of fire. Simultaneously, McGrath fired his gun, striking his right temple, and the agent fired 1 round, striking McGrath's left cheek. Murtha believes this is the final chapter of McGrath's life.
I believe it is. It's been a long time, or at least it seemed like it's been a long time in coming, but I believe that it provides closure for everybody who cared about Roy.
The District Attorney General determined that the FBI agents won't face criminal charges, writing based on reasonable belief that McGrath posed a threat of imminent death or serious injury to them. In short, the report finds the agents' actions are justified as self-defense. The investigation is still under review by the Justice Department. Reporting live from the newsroom, David Collins, WBAL TV 11 News.